Hey guys, so it's gonna be a chilled video today. Okay, this is a long overdue video. When I passed my driving test, I got loads and loads of questions. Like, I couldn't even respond to everyone. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the video. In this journey of passing driving tests, I learned a lot of lessons, okay, which I'll be telling you guys in today's video. I had 3 instructor and 1 lesson. I'll give you the tea, and I'll also tell you what to do, because I learned something very important from my last instructor, and that's the best instructor I've had. So sit tight, relax, and let's get straight into it. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Faith Ojone, and this is your go-to channel for anything information, lifestyle, and storytelling. If these are the kind of content that interests you, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Without saying so much, let's get straight into it. So today's video is basically me telling you what to look out for when you want to pass your driving test first time. So I passed my driving test first time here in the UK, and I had so much anxiety going into this because a lot of people have been saying, oh, it's my 3rd time, it's my 4th time. Like, so when you see people celebrating passing their driving test, trust me, cause for celebration. Back in Nigeria, all you just need is do your driving lesson, get your certificate, go to driving D and get your license. Like, it's not that crazy as the UK. You have to first of all get your provisional license, which take about 2 weeks. Once that get to you, then you then register for the theory, which you have to study for, and then before the practical. The theory was 1 time as well. I didn't stress myself reading the handbook. I just jump into practice tests, like mock tests. I was doing mock tests, so once they give me the answer, you know, when you get the answer, there's some explanation underneath the answer. That is what I read, because for me, I don't know how to cram. I must understand the whole thing. During the theory, I just went straight to practice. I did the practice test like 2 times, 3 times each questions, and when I went to the hall, I passed it 1 time. It was a narrow escape. You know, we're planning to get car so soon because we live in London and all of that. So I found the first driving instructor online. I just went on Google and searched driving instructors near me. I think I got around December, but it's in Sidcup. When I got the instructor, they sent 1 lady to me. I did 1 class with her. It was like an intro class. Then she asked me where I booked, blah blah blah. I told her I was Sidcup, and she was like, oh, okay, that do I want her to take me to be my instructor throughout? I'm like, sure, I want that. I mean, she's a lady. She was okay. I'm like, okay. She's like, oh, I have to do it with her. I have to come off from the school. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I got her number, and I paid for 3 lessons. Okay. Now she now told me to move my test center to Bromley. I told her I don't know how to do it. She was like, she can help me do it. Once she sees that I'm ready, she would help me do it. One thing, do not ever allow your destiny to be in someone's hands. Be in charge of your destiny. Yeah, so do not leave everything to your instructor. Honestly, do everything yourself. Like, if you can, do most of the things yourself. So she was like, she's gonna help me move my test from Sidcup to Bromley when she feels like I am ready. In my head, I'm like, I can do that myself. So I spoke to a couple of people that have passed their driving test, and I got some recommendation on cancellation apps. I downloaded one of them after doing thorough research. The cancellation app was able to now change my test center from Sidcup to Bromley, but the only thing is that I then had to lose months. So instead of getting Bromley that December, I got Bromley in February. So I lost like 3 months. I'm like, okay, I don't mind. It was 3rd of February, I got Bromley. I was taking classes with her. By November, I've done like, let's say 7 classes. By the way, I've been driving in Nigeria for years before coming to the UK. Not just Nigeria, Lagos. If you can drive in Lagos, Nigeria, you can drive anywhere in the world, trust me. So I've been driving in Lagos for years, a few years before coming to the UK. I'm like, this lady is telling me that, oh, you're not ready yet, you know. I'm like, are you kidding me? The only thing I'm struggling here in the UK is the narrow roads and the signs. They have signs everywhere, up, down, left, center, which is confusing. The only thing I need from this lady is to be able to explain to me the signs, what they mean and everything. And I also struggle turning right, because in Nigeria we're driving left, here you drive right. So it was a struggle. Every time I come back from lessons, I'll ask her, what do you think? How did you think she keeps telling me, oh, I don't think you're ready yet, I don't think you're ready yet. I'm like, this one just won't eat my money. And I'm like, you know what, no, I'm not interested, I'll get someone else. I didn't message any instructor until a month to my test, which is a mistake, by the way. If you have a test date already, make sure you get an instructor like 2 or 3 months before. Don't get an instructor dying minutes, because once they know it's close to their test date, they are not going to take you. Because according to what my instructor told me, is that if you go for a driving test and you fail, it's going to be on your instructor's rating and fail rating. So most instructors don't want to have that fail on their license. So most times, if they're not 100% sure that you're going to pass, they will not go with you. They will not use their own license to take you to the test center. That's why most people get dropped by their instructor. If their instructor told them that you're not ready to go for the test and they're insisting on going, the instructor like, no. That is why most instructors will not allow you go for the test until they are 100% sure you're ready. Because again, what the instructor told me was that DVLS will put the points, like the student failure, on the instructor's license, which means that instructors are not doing their job well in training the students and endangering the life of the DVLS instructors. Because of that, they had to put that kind of fail on their license. Of course, these instructors who sit with you for you to drive, a new driver, they are risking their life. Okay, so they need to make sure that your normal driving lesson tutor has taught you very well, so that you don't go and unalive their instructor. So that is why they put that point on those instructors' license as well. So you will not blame instructors if they are not allowing you to go for your test, if they feel like you are not ready. But again, this is where the problem is. Most instructors will know that you are ready, they just want to be taking your money, which is where this lady came in. And I'm like, this lady is not, she's not even encouraging me. And I'm a very sensitive person. What you say to me, what you even say to others that is not relating to me, affects me. So you can imagine when it's not said to me. So I didn't feel encouraged, I didn't feel like I was ready. In my head I'm like, not be me, Lagos, that used to drive to Aja all the way, I used to drive to Redeem Camp all the way from nearby, close to Ibadan. Like, what is in this driving? Is it not the same? I'm like, I need to get someone else. So I went online again, started looking for, now it's now closer to my test date. I got someone else, this time around a guy. This one is even worse. He took me to street to go and drive. His leg was constantly on the brake. Like when you're driving out, I got the thought, why is this car not moving? What is going on? I didn't know that this man's leg is on the brake. Like literally, he was teaching me as if it was my first time entering a car. I'm like, you're not for me. Then I started looking for people my type. In fact, let me just say it, I need a black instructor, because I feel like we are ghetto, we are like tough, we are like, yeah, go for it, you can do it. So I need that. Luckily for me, yeah, I got him. Okay, his name is Terry G Driving. I found him on DVLSA website. You know, like if you're looking for an instructor, you can go on gov.uk and they have list of instructors near you. All you need to do is put your postcode. Just Google driving instructor DVLSA. Like on government website, yeah, you can see them. I think their license, they will tell you their grade, everything. So when I went there, I put my postcode. That's the instructors that are recommended by the government. I put my postcode and I was calling different people. If I call, I hear your voice, you sound British. I'm like, you're not funny. I was just, trust me, it worked for me, because at the end of the day I passed. I was looking for a black instructor, a guy. I don't want a woman. Women are, I feel like we women, we're perfectionists. We want everything to be perfect before we can give it go ahead. But guys can be like, you're almost there, go for it. So I wanted a guy, a black guy instructors, and I was lucky. I finally made the third call and I heard his voice, Caribbean. I'm like, yup, Yup, you have been what I was looking for. Anyway, I spoke to him and I saw good review. I'm like, these reviews are too good to be true. Like over more than 100 reviews are good. I'm like, I think he bought reviews because nobody's just, and he's more expensive. Others were cheaper. He is more expensive. He was charging me £40 an hour for driving lessons. Anyway, I like, let's go, because I've saw, when you have that mentality that when it's expensive it means it's good. That kind of mentality we have, that if something is expensive means it's good. So anyway, I had first lesson with him. First lesson, this one took me to highway. First lesson, highway, did not take me to street, and his legs were not on the brake. In fact, he'll be telling me more, turtle, push, I'm like, yeah, this is what we are talking about. Yeah. The first lesson was so intense. It was supposed to be 1 hour, but we did it for 1 hour 30 minutes. Like, he was like, you can pay me later. I'm like, wow. It was so intense. I did parallel parking, I did roundabouts, small roundabouts, big roundabout. I did like literally everything on the first lesson, when others were just taking me around the streets. And not just that, when you're driving, he'll be asking you, what sign are you seeing? He will start explaining. He'll be telling you where to look at when you're looking for certain signs, either to look up or to look down. For example, you want to know if it's a giveaway road, what do you look out for? Like, he was just asking me questions, telling me, can you do emergency part? I did emergency stop. I did literally everything on my first class. I'm like, yo, if I don't pass with this man, that means I don't think I can drive in the UK. And I asked him, like, how many lessons do you think I will need to be ready for my driving test? That is one important thing that you should always do. Do not leave it to them to decide when they feel you are ready, because you're going to spend all your money. I just asked direct, like, how many lessons do you think I would need to be ready? He was like, you need 14 hours, like 14 hours lesson. In my head, I'm like, no, I'll do 10. He agreed to the 10, but I ended up doing 14. He told me you need 14 hours and this is how much it will cost, and that is all I needed. That is all I needed. I need to know how many hours I will need to be ready for my test and how much it will cost. Everything was up around £700 for the 14 hours and the previous one I paid. So I just sent him the money, everything, and we started classes. Like, we're going intense. And guess what? I passed my test. My test was 11 a.m. That was February 3rd, 11 a.m. We met 9 a.m. So we had 1 hour intense classes. He wasn't taking me to routes like, oh, this is Bramley test route, or he was taking me, he was making sure like I can drive regardless of which routes or test route I'm taking. I was taking to a road, like a route I wasn't familiar with during my test. I'm like, oh my god, Mr. Terry, do not bring me this way. Then one thing I remember in my head was like, he told me, I want you to be a driver. I'm going to teach you how to drive so you can drive anywhere in the UK, regardless if it's a test route. And then I got my confidence and I started driving. All I needed to do was pay attention to the signs, and I passed my test with just 2 faults. 2 faults. It was a roundabout. The roundabout was, again, even the instructor was like, yeah, this roundabout is tricky because the roundabout has something like 2 exits, but one is not the main exit, it's the other one that is the exit. So I was confused, but what I learned is that if you miss your exit at a roundabout, just go round again. The fault I had was patient. All the fault I had was not being patient. Like, other one was I entered the road instead of waiting for that car, because again the car coming from my left had priority. I don't, but I felt like there was enough space for me to go, so I just went. He gave me a fault for that, like I should have waited because the car seemed to be closed. Again, with all my lessons, I only had 2 faults and I passed my test 1 time. Theory I passed 1 time, practical I passed 1 time. So what I want to tell you is that once you meet an instructor, ask the instructor how many lessons you're going to need. Like, after your first introduction lesson, ask them to tell you, okay, now that we've done the introductory lesson, you've seen my driving, how many lessons do you think I will need before test? And make sure you get opinions from other instructors. Do not focus on one instructor. I had 3 instructors and I decided to go with the one I feel like I will pass with the most. Don't stick to one person. make sure you get other opinions from other people. This is not to be racist or whatever. I feel like a black instructor will really groom you, even though sometimes they seem to be tough. Like, you need that toughness, okay? If you don't want to spend so much money, you need someone who will be tough and push you. But again, if you want someone who will be polite, romance your feelings, and you will spend more money in driving tests, then go with British people. The key takeaway from this is that make sure that you ask your instructor how many lessons you need. Let them tell you how many lessons you will need to be ready. Don't let them to put you in a limbo. Oh, okay, I will let you know. You'll just be taking your money, because you need to plan yourself in terms of finance. I'm gonna leave details of Terry. If you live in London and you have a test booked for Bromley, Terry is the best instructor for you. He's not affordable, he's very expensive, but again, it's worth it, because he's gonna teach you everything you need to be ready for your test, and it will cost you less. Because if you think about it, if he is £40 an hour and he tells you you only need 10 lessons, and the one that is £38 an hour is telling you, I'll let you know, they keep taking your money, even when time comes, they're like, oh, we don't feel you're ready, let's extend it. Because that's what most of the instructors said. The first one told me, oh, you're gonna have to extend your test dates. The second one told me, you're gonna have to extend your test dates because I don't think you are ready. But he told me, don't worry, I'm gonna get you ready for your test. Don't worry, we have 3 weeks and we're gonna do. So in 3 weeks, he got me ready for my test, and I passed one time. I hope this video helps. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.